Welcome back to Nest Studios. I'm your host, Birtendo, and today we're having a look at the Transformers Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. Next to my Minico statue, Grimlock is pretty big. This is the new guy I got in comparison to whatever this thing is. And I'm going to be giving him away to charity come the end of the year. Speaking of end of the year, autumn has begun. The leaves are beginning to fall. People are beginning to cook their turkeys, make scary movies, remember our soldiers, and get ready for the holiday season. But while I'm here keeping warm in my Super Mario PJs, we got Grimlock here. Now, I know he looks a little bit off, considering he has a very hollow tummy, which means anything he eats will instantly get popped out. Kind of similar to that Itchy and Scratchy cartoon on The Simpsons. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it goes something like this. I believe it's the mouse who shaves off the fur on Scratchy, serves it to him as a stomach, and then he tries to eat it, and he keeps on digesting. Then he sees the bill, and his brains explode. The end. Very funny. Now, see Grimlock here, he's supposed to have a gimmick where it worked before, but if you pulled this lever back, there's a light-up feature. Now, taking of this, okay, the light-up is freaking phenomenal, but I kind of abused the privilege for far too long, and I think I broke the circuitry on this, but... Now, taking into consideration, I thought maybe I killed the LR44s I bought, so I took them out, put some new ones in, and I popped them in, and it just didn't work. So maybe it's the circuitry. Maybe it's the circuitry that's kind of been fried, considering how bit of a pain it was to get the original batteries out of Grimlock. So now I'm thinking, you know what, maybe I'll just get one of those upgrade kits I saw, and just fill out Grimlock's tummy as a way to compromise. Like you wanted Menegut, but you compromised and you ate grilled cheese off the radiator. So, you probably noticed Grimlock has some transparent accessories. These are akin to the story where Shockwave held Grimlock captive. And when Grimlock was broken free and had a little bit of amnesia, when you use these weapons, those were his weapons. A massive sword and a pretty sweet-looking shield. But I like Grimlock's Dino mode, though. His tail is pretty huge. He can use it to swing away other Decepticons. His feet are alright, though I kind of wish the legs locked in, considering this is an old toy from, 2012 or whatever. Now then, considering his other Autobot symbol, this is actually a symbol for both Dinobots and the Lightning Strike Coalition Force, which I believe is a Dinobot version of the Wreckers, I believe. So, there's that. And there's the regular Autobot symbol that would have been lit up. As you can see, his mouth opens, and basically this is a gimmick that has been pretty much sacrificed for a hollow torso. I mean, don't get me wrong, there is, of course, Fall of Cybertron Swindle and Transformers Prime Knockout. I'm still waiting on a third-party version, because that Legacy Knockout is... okay, it's kind of rushed. But when a third-party Knockout comes soon, I'll be sure to cover it. So, yeah, Grimlock's got some nice articulation for his neck. His upper and lower jaws are a little bit limited, considering the gimmick. There's no tail movement, and it's very, very locked in, especially around the tip right there. And the legs can move around pretty well, too. And, okay, keep in mind these are his forearms. Yes, and yeah, these arms can also move around, too. Something I like to do with this Grimlock is you can unhinge him. And yes, of course, this shows his head off a little bit, but... and, oh yeah, the arms have a tendency to pop off when you're trying to pose him, but... I like to give Grimlock a bit of an ab crunch. This is more for his transformation, to make it look like he's doing a massive drop kick on one of Unicron's legs, as seen in the movie. But I thought that was pretty sweet that I could do, you know, just fake an abdominal crunch right there. But yeah, there's not much to see for Grimlock. He doesn't come with a wheelie accessory that the Studio Series came with. I might get the Studio Series Dinobots when I get there. We'll see. But until then, yeah, this Grimlock is pretty good. Let me get this Lego line back in. That's a bit of an issue with this old toy, considering it to get the legs back in. Because right now, he looks like he's having a stroke. You know, freaking, me, Grimlock, having really bad stroke. Me, Grimlock, no feel good. And my late father used to say, me, Grimlock, gayest of all Dinobots. Greg Berger did a great job voicing Grimlock. He also voiced a character called Cornfed off of Duckman. And I have the complete series on DVD. What the heck is going on with these legs of his? That's a mystery that we can never solve, but let's get into his robot mode and see what checks out there, shall we? We shall. Minako must be quaking in her boots right now because Grimlock is pretty huge in his robot mode. So as you can see, the dino body really just folds up in there, and there's no wings or whatever that the original Grimlock had. But this is a model that was supposed to be used for Fall of Cybertron, so it's pretty accurate, but my goodness, is Grimlock ever so huge. And yes, the weapons can all... Of course the weapons can play a role. What do you think, these weapons were just for the Dino mode? Well, I mean, if you could just peg the shield in there, and then put the sword in there. Hello, Crispy. Hello, Crispy. I'm working on a video right now, sweetie. I'm a little bit busy. I ain't got no time for love and her cuddles right now. You can probably feel that she's she just really wants to be a part of the camera. Okay, you want to be a part of it? Okay, cool. Yeah, she'll be 2 years old, but looking at Grimlock's head sculpt, that is really sweet. That's a big head sculpt right there for Grimlock. Something creative I did do with the arms is I rest them on his back right there. And of course, the light up feature is supposed to play a bit of a nice little role into lighting up Grimlock's chest into this cool bright orange, but given the quality of the batteries, there's no way in heck that's gonna happen. There's a lightning strike coalition right there. And articulation, he has a ball joint right there. He has ratcheted shoulders that also move up and down. He's got a bicep, and the same articulation is on the forearms right here. Let me set this down. Hold on, let me just set this down. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try this again, and we'll do this more properly here. So, look at Grimlock with that. Yeah, the light piping is phenomenal. So, as you saw, there's ratcheted. You got butterflies that go a little in and out. He's got good bends right there from the legs. And his hands can swivel too, which is pretty cool. No waist, considering the gimmick. He does have good clunky little outward spreads. He's got a kick, pretty nice kick. Good old rotation. Just when you separate that tail, it really unlocks anything. Except for no ankles. I'm pretty sure this was before that they thought, this was before they thought to put in ankles. But yeah, this Grimlock is just fantastic. I think, well, I shouldn't really say it's fantastic. A lot of people really don't like this mold. And considering there is going to be there is an upgrade kit out there that kind of fills out Grimlock's hollowed out tummy, I think that might work out a little bit better. But until then, that's Grimlock right there for you. And as intimidating as he looks, that is the end of our video. But if you did enjoy it, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Birdtendo. Keep it unreal.